Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. It is Sunday night and I wanted to wait to do this video because I wasn't sure what the market was going to do. It could go either way. It is Sunday, June 10th. And as you can see here on the futures, they have gapped up 20 points as well. They were up as much as 20 points. This actually coincides with our fake print that we had back here, showing the 135.71 SPY fake print. Well, this is easily going to be hit. Obviously, it's going to be hit because we're up 20 some points. So by the open, it looks like we are going to go up to that print. That is 135.71 equals about 1357 on the SPX, and we're at 1345 on the ES. This should be we should certainly hit it. You know, it's actually a little bit lower on the ES, probably about 1355. So maybe even 1360. You could see if you drew a line right through there, that would be some type of resistance. The most resistance is right in this area, of course. You know, so we shall see. But this was a tough call. I didn't really make a call. I basically left it open on the weekend. I did not know which way it was going to go. So I just kind of said it could go either way. I really did not know which way they want to do it. But I can tell you this. When you look at this and look at this on the SPY, which hasn't opened yet, the SPY, okay, you will see that the SPY here, let me go to the other chart, was forming an inverted head and shoulders. This is not a very good right shoulder. It didn't go down as far as I thought it was going to go down. I thought it was going to go down about 20 points or more. I thought it was going to go down to about 1300, 1390, but we didn't. Anyway, this line of support that you can see right here and this overhead line of resistance, the market had to go one way or other. It had to either gap down or it had to go up. That's just the way it goes. And you can see some type of head here, down here, and left shoulder, and a very weak right shoulder here. So the fact that we're turning up here on the 60-minute chart, that does support this move up when it happens in the morning, Monday morning. On the 2-hour chart, you can see that it will support this as well. It will probably put in a little 1 or 2 or 3, I don't know how many hours it's going to happen, but we'll put in a lower high right here on these histogram bars down here. And let me use my little drawing tool here for you so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so down here, right here, I think what we'll end up doing is probably putting in some type of negative divergence here as this thing rolls over from this higher high, as this goes up towards our fake print of 135.71. Isn't that interesting that print, I didn't even notice that before, is right here at the bottom of this line. So 135.71. That's very interesting. And that's how they work. They throw this out there. Now at this point it will be quite a bit overbought, and I think it will roll over after all of this. I do, but I did not know how to call this over the weekend. I just wasn't sure. You know, everyone, when you don't know in a position like that, you just always go into it flat and just let the market tell you. So basically, I'm thinking that you know, you could probably have a good short around this fake print right here, or if we would have rolled over and broke down out of this and actually put in a decent B wave down instead of this very shallow one that we're having right here. You can see here is your left shoulder, so that's a left shoulder. Here's your head, and here's a very, very weak right shoulder. Should have should have actually probably broke down and had a more decent right shoulder to come down to this 129.50 to 130 area is what I was really looking for to happen, but it did not happen. So you just don't know at this point. You just knew that when you seen this line, one way or another, it was going to break out. But obviously, again, it's going to go up here and hit this fake print level of 135.71. So, I would have been looking. Obviously, I was flat to the weekend. I didn't want to take no positions, but I'd be looking to short around this area once it's showing some weakness, or go long this area if it would have gapped down, which it would have been the 129.50 to 130 area on that. So it did not happen. It's obviously we're going up. So if we look at the daily here, we can see here on the daily, looking at the SPY, you kind of see the same thing right there. You kind of knew that this was leaning to the bullish side. Again, I repeated that we have went down, I think, from this top right here. Oops. What are we doing here? Didn't mean to do that. From this top, try this again. From this April 2nd top down to this low right here is 9 weeks. 9, by the way, is the original number for completion. So, that kind of tells you that we have completed it. So I believe what we had was a wave 1 down and a wave 2 sideways chop. Okay, you can see in this wave 2 you had some type of a B, a C move inside it. Okay, then you had from the May 2nd Legatus meeting, May 1st meeting, which was a ritual date, by the way, because it adds up to an 11. So hang on one second here. Okay, so let me see here. Where was I? So anyway, if we continue, we look at this, you can see that we again had a wave 1, a 2, we had our 3 wave, we had our 4 wave, we had our 5 wave, and it was a shorter wave. So I think if you measured, it was about 61.8% of the wave 3 down from here to here. So from that move to hit that move, which they call that a truncated or truncated, I guess, the tomato. Someone commented that I pronounced it wrong, so sorry about that. Anyway, it looks like that, hang on, my cat wants out. Sorry, buddy, go ahead. Go ahead, out you go. Goes to the door, had to shut the door while I was recording this. Let's see here. So, okay, so where was I here? All right, back to this. Anyway, so I think we're having a wave 2 up, and this wave 2 up, if this was one big larger 5th wave down, let's go in a different color here so you can tell the difference. We'll go in green. Boom, there's your wave 1 down, and it consisted of 5 waves. Remember, folks, I am not an Elliottician. I look at this by these things: overbought, oversold, on all time frames: weekly, monthly, daily, 4 hour, 6 hour. I'm sorry, don't really usually look at the 6 hour, but I do every now and then. But that's almost a daily. It's actually 7.5 hours, I believe, in the day. Anyway. Or is it 6.5 hours? It's 330 minutes. Anyway, so it's 6.5 hours. Is that right? Yeah. So anyway, this made sense that we were going to go up because we were oversold here. So I'm thinking we're going to go up in some type of ABC move up to around this area, and this is all based upon drawing you a trend line right here. So you can see that's a trend line, okay? And then this would be basically where we go. So I think tomorrow, after they go up here and hit that fake print, I think we're going to sell back down for that V wave and fool a lot of people. And I think it still has a good chance of coming down here to this 1290 to 1300 area, and then resuming back on up later in the month. So this coming week is options expiration, commonly referred to as OPEX, and it is generally bullish as they squeeze out all of the bears. So all those people that were going short there, kind of got screwed. So looking at the weekly chart, we can see essentially the same thing that I was trying to tell you, which is that we have, if you actually count these weeks, up and down weeks all together, from the top to the bottom, is like 9 weeks, and then we are starting here. So I said we should go up 3 to 5 weeks. I don't know how long. What I'm really worried the most about is the ritual date of July the 28th. That is an 11 date, and that should be a worry to all of us, because it is, we're going to go over to the because it's number day 2 into the Olympics, SPX. And these gangsters have repeatedly said in various videos and documents online, news reports, whatever, they have repeatedly said that they are going to kill a bunch of people, 13,000. And you go from Alex Jones's site. It talks about the Rockefeller, the reptilian Illuminati snakes, David Rockefeller, Jay Rockefeller, the family, the gang, the slee stacks, the vampires that they are. They are talking about bombing the Olympics, basically. That's what they're really saying. And there's videos on YouTube talking about it. And understand that these foundation predicts, their think tanks, they predict it because they make it happen. They are the elite gangsters. They are the murderers, rapists, thugs, thieves that are out here controlling the stock market and causing all this chaos to happen. It's been that way ever since. And they are the ones that are going to set all this up. So if they bomb the Olympics, let's pray that they don't. If they do, then I would suspect it to happen on the 28th, as that is a ritual date. And if it happens on the 28th, that's an 11. Okay, so in case you haven't figured that out, again, for you newbies, that is 07/28/2012, and that is basically 0 plus 7 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 equals 22. Is that right? Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2. Yep, 22. 22 is a master number. So 11s, 22s, 33, like 33-degree Mason, like George H. Bush, Daddy Bush. 44, these are master numbers. You don't divide them or add them together. 22 is basically an 11. Okay, and that is the date that I would worry about, especially when you factor in the fact that it could very well work out with what I'm seeing here on the weekly time frame of 3 to 5 weeks out. So if we go down basically 9 weeks and you go up 3 to 5 weeks, and they could stretch it out a little bit for the wave 2 on the weekly, that could easily put us into that July 28th time frame. So let's be aware of that and be cautious of that. But so to put it short, I'm running out of time here. What I'm looking for here Monday, very simply, is a move up to the fake print and then let it roll over and go down. So on this, that'd be about 1355, 1360 area, then roll over and sell off. And so that's where I would be looking to get short. Okay, gang, I am out of time. Good luck to everyone. See you guys Monday.